Min kadet, Opel Kadett, den er Olsens nummer 1. Med min kadet, min kadet, Opel Kadett, den er Olsens nummer 1. Med min kadet, min kadet, Opel Kadett, den er Olsens nummer 1. Med min kadet, Opel Kadett, den er Olsens nummer 1. Elron Harald, han elsker sin kadet, og køge i kadet, det er fanden gammel fedt. Dobbelt karburator over hele svineri. Tysk mekanik, det er noget vi kan lide. Så Elron Harald, han er med og hold. Fuck BMW, for Harald han er kold. Opel Kadett, ja, så det er noget der holder, når jeg ligger over bakse med Connie og bolle. Min mand Kette Knok, han ordner en maskine, benzin, indsprøjtning og olie, det er fint. Min Kadett, den er fed, fordi jeg den her tun, den kører dobbelt så stærk som en folkevogn. Med min kadet, Opel Kadett, den er Olsens nummer 1. Med min kadet, Opel Kadett, den er Olsens nummer 1. Med min kadet, Opel Kadett, den er Olsens nummer 1. Med min kadet, Opel Kadett, den er Olsens nummer 1. Fredag efter arbejde, et så meget pjat, hotdogs hos Arne, indtil jeg er sat. Og gej, og med møds, ind i kadet, og så ned til Mutte Pøts. Frem med D-Mark, vi køber det vi plejer. 100 flaske whisky og 2000 bajer. Så skal vi i by og have gang i navn dame. Vi rapper og vi prutter og vi brækker vores alarme. Ned i by, kadet den her plads. Det hele bil er fyldt med bajere og has. Mødes med knejde og Røghusplads. Rasen tog en maskine, den fik gas. Han forbi at smege, vi kører i konvoj. Kældragt over, vi er smart i et tøj. Kadet, den er net, det er næsten 0 for møg. Rids du er lagt, så fedt du igen og øj. Et tøse giver mok, når de siger kadet. Skal du have noget fisse, så er det fandme let. Hvis det er Connie, helt uden trusse. Tager du hen med hjem, så fedt du hendes. Inden over smege er blevet snart sur. Alle er modeller, de vil køge en tur. De sejrer Elron Harald, vi betaler af benzin. Vaske ikke kadet og sutte over dit svin. Med min kadet, Opel Kadett, den er Olsens nummer 1. Med min kadet, Opel Kadett, den er Olsens nummer 1. Med min kadet, Opel Kadett, den er Olsens nummer 1. Med min kadet, Opel Kadett, den er Olsens nummer 1.
Hello, guys, and welcome to another exciting show match here on the Danish trials. My name is Mike Rapose, also known as My Angel Mukus, or Pixliga2 to those who knows. Um, Also, batch winner of 2021 OWC Pick'ems, but less about me and honestly more about this really hype matchup. We have Sobu going up against Dever, two very notable players in the Danish scene, to say the least. Sobu, a runner-up to the ADOC Grand Finals multiple times, but unfortunately always falling short at the very end against Pablo. Going up against Dever, who I don't think we've seen in ADOC probably since I think I looked it up in 2023 when he was more known as a D-Ranger. An absolutely disgusting D-Ranger sitting in the 5-digit tournament, but then I believe he got banned, a tournament ban, where he just said, fuck it, I'm gonna grind some PP, and really fast got to like 3-digit, and now also currently the only Danish player with a 1000 PP play, if I'm not mistaken. Actually twice. He did get a 1k PP play, but then it got nerfed. But recently, he managed to get a 1.1k PP play, so an absolutely force to be reckoned with, a really highly skilled cap player. But the bigger question is how consistent can he bring that skill cap to a tournament setting? And that's what we're also going to be seeing today. I think, yeah, we also saw Dever going up against Beast Jonah in December, which was kind of close, but Dever did manage to take it home in the end, right before the tiebreaker. And yeah, really, pretty much since then, I think a lot of us has been very interested in seeing how well would he go up against Sobu. Sobu, who hasn't been tournament banned, has played plenty of tournaments. Really got that consistency and practice in him. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how both these players are going to be performing. Unfortunately, we won't be showing the map pool this time around. William been a little bit too busy with his romance life, so he hasn't had the time to make a map pool showcase video. But I can definitely tell you that it is a hype map pool that we have managed to make for these players, sitting at around, I would say, averagely 8 stars. It is a pool to test their skills. We're not really expecting any FCs. Well, if they do get any FCs, that would be insanely impressive. But it's a pool made to like probably sit around average 300, 400k, where like a 500, 600k score would be really impressive and a really sick score. But yeah, I don't know. Can we show? I guess I can maybe go through the pool a little bit, because I think we're just getting both players into the lobby right now. They'll probably have a warm-up map, which I welcome. But yeah, no, we did decide to add another Nomad this time around, and another DT5. It is a best of 15, so the first one to get to 8 points will take the match. But yeah, no, some very notable maps, some interesting maps. For example, we have a Hidden 4 Captain map, Krabbe map. It's called Store Bass. Probably one of the easier maps in the pool, but a really frustrating one. Really a bit more technical when it comes to some of those sliders. So it'd be really interesting to see if they go ahead and play that. But yeah, then also, if you haven't noticed, we have some new graphics I actually wanted to point out by the courtesy of Dim Morton. Some really sick graphics here that she has made for us. So we're actually really excited to show that off too. But then otherwise, yeah, of course, we have Palace of the Melancholia on the tiebreaker. A really difficult map. It was a custom-made map for, I believe, Corsairs Grand Finals 2021. So actually a bit of an older map, but a really hype map, and I think both of these players can absolutely pop off on that map if we end up going there. Otherwise, we have Deep Heaven, a really consistent Nomad 1 map, and that, honestly, all of them just bangers. The privilege of having to make the map pool yourself, you can really go in there and make sure there's no K-pop, no VTuber, so sorry to those who love that, but we ain't gonna be seeing that this time around. There are some couple of Hatsune Miku songs too on the DT1 and I believe the Nomad 6, the gimmick map. So there's a bit for everyone. But yeah, no, both players will have one ban, I believe. So if they do manage to go to the whole way to the tiebreaker, I think one map will be left over, or maybe 2 maps. I think so. Something around there. But yeah, no, I guess to talk a little bit more about the players and what kind of skill sets they have. So yeah, I guess Dever first. We already talked about it. He has a 1.1k PP play, mainly from his insane tapping consistency on the higher BPMs. I think it was on Humiliation. A bit more of a farm map, I guess you could say, but still managing to FC that with double time hidden is just a crazy play. Definitely worthy of him getting the first 1k PP play once again. Otherwise, I think he's also a really good gimmick player. A bit more into the gimmick side of things, even though you don't really would think so, I think, considering he's a really crazy tapping player on the higher AR as well. And I also think he's really great alternating player and with hidden player. So I think we'll be seeing more of those hidden and alternating. Especially considering Sobu, I think is also very comfortable on those kind of maps. So I think Sobu will just go ahead and straight up ban the stamina map, which is the Nomad 5 cattle decapitation arches map. And I think Sobu will do really well on that. Sobu as well, a really great player, a really well-rounded player until it just comes to tapping consistency on the higher BPMs. Really struggling on the dev streams the moment it becomes higher than, I don't know, 220 BPM, something like that. That's usually where you start to see him struggle on the longer streams. But other than that, I think he will have a chance on a map like the Nomad 2, 210 BPM stream map, which really just has a bit of all kind of flow patterns. Really great test of your little bit higher BPM, but also flow skills. But yeah, no. Otherwise, I think they're really well matched up players. I think Sobu probably gonna go a bit more into the aim consistency maps. I would like to think Sobu has some better aim consistency than Dever. Though none of these aim maps should really they shouldn't really struggle on it. It's really gonna come down to the more consistency on the maps for these players. And I just believe Sobu should probably have that bit more of consistency. But yeah, no, I guess we will just have to wait and find out. And Sobu actually doesn't want to warm up this time around. But maybe Dever will pick one. And I think we will do that before we get into roles. Yeah, I guess we gotta update the community or the match or MP link. William, if you would like to do so, that would be nice. Oh, and I guess we're going straight into the first warm-up map here. Probably Dever's warm-up pick, I would guess, since Sobu didn't want to pick one. And I actually don't think I know this map. I'll be honest. It is not a long map, but it is up in the 8 stars, so fitting well within the map pool star rate range. Well, it seems to be a bit more of a technical type of map. Technical stream map. And of course, since Sobu did pick it, you are expecting them to do a lot better on this. And right now, yeah, Dever is just rolling with this warm-up pick. Sobu not looking too comfortable on this. But looking at these patterns, it isn't really hard to blame him. Though he was getting more into the flow, but he does find a miss, and Sobu let's trade it up here in the warm-up pick. But otherwise, you know, it's really interesting to consider what is at play here. You know, what stakes are these players having? Sobu was really not keen on getting a show match or playing in a 1v1 against Dever. Mostly due to like unnecessary stressor. Like why would he want to do that? Because I feel like both of these players want to prove that they are the best. Even though it's just a show match, but like both these players still want to go out there and prove that they are the better player. Dever, you know, doesn't have a chance to do it in Royal Danish Sosu Cup, but giving him a chance here in a show match, you know, it's a big chance for him to really show what, like, where his placement in the Danish scene is at. But hopefully, though, Dever will get unbanned soon. That would be honestly kind of hype. I'm hearing good things of a chance of him potentially getting unbanned, and maybe we'll be able to see him in ADOC 2026, which would be really exciting. And potentially as well see him join the OWC roster, which I think will be such a huge upgrade and give Denmark such a much bigger chance of actually getting a bit further than usually than group stage. And maybe even, you know, if we could convince Pablo to join as well, that would just be the dream team. Dever, Sobu, Pablo, like just those three already would create such a strong core. Maybe get Ironville in there as well. Just 4 really strong and consistent players. But yeah, no, that was the warm-up pick. Looked a lot better for Dever. But yeah, no, going back into you know, what's at stake here for these 2 players, we did take that into consideration. So making the map pool, we definitely were sure to like try and balance it out, so a lot of different skills were covered. But of course, there may be a little bit of a couple of more troll picks. Again, the Nomad or the Hidden 4 carbon map, and then potentially the Nomad 7, which was my demand for spending time on creating this pool. Though I still think they're really good map picks for the pool. Nomad 7 is a bit different. It's not like necessarily gimmick, but it does go in and test some different kind of skill sets, so to say. And we are seeing some rolls now. Sobu with the 99 roll, absolutely confident win there in the roll. And I don't know what you would go for, pig or ban first. I think Sobu might as well just go for the first ban, second pick. I'm pretty sure he's pretty comfortable in what he wants to ban, and I would be surprised if he doesn't go ahead and bans the Nomad 5. Which is a shame, because I would love to see how well Devo would be performing on that map. You just have to be realistic, and you know, if Sobu goes up against a player like Dever, you know, it's like him going up against Pablo. You know, if there's any type of consistency, stamina maps higher than 210 BPM, you will see Sobu ban it. Some confusions in the chat. Sobu asking if it isn't about a second ban, a second pick. I guess he didn't realize it's only one ban. But to be honest, then what would Dever really ban? I'm not too sure. Like I said, Sobu is a really, really well-rounded player. Maybe he just goes ahead and bans Nomad 1. I honestly don't know. I don't think Dever is really scared of any of the DT maps. Maybe the DT 1, it is 315 BPM aim map. Higher in the AR, I think it's AR 10.5, but the AR shouldn't really be a problem for either of these players, but maybe it's the fast alternating aim he might not be too comfortable with. It's something I think Sobu should be comfortable with. It's really hard to tell. I don't think Dever is scared of any of the gimmick picks either. Maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe he goes ahead and just bans the more technical maps. The Nomad 4 could be an option. I don't think he wants to ban any of the hidden maps. Dever is a very comfortable hidden player. Maybe. No, I don't know. I would guess number 1. Yeah, no, I don't know. Actually, really excited to see what he's gonna go ahead and ban. Okay, and Sobu actually goes for the first pick. Wants to get that early momentum going. He knows what he wants to go into, what he wants to play. A very promising pick, I would say, showing confidence. Not entirely sure what we're waiting for. It's going a bit slow. Okay, finally, Dever. Whether he wants the first or second ban. And he takes the second ban, which is fair enough, I guess. I don't really think the ban's gonna matter that much. Sobu is just gonna ban the number 5. There's no way that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, and there it is. Number 5 is gone. Unfortunately, Deva won't be able to pop off on that map. And then, now the more interesting one. Which one is Deva going to ban? I would honestly just say go ahead for the aim consistency. Just to know mod 1. But I'm honestly not sure how consistent Deva's aim is. You do see him on the crazy tabbing maps, but aim maps are just aim maps, you know, it can be a bit of an RNG. This number 1 is just difficult pretty much throughout the entirety of the map. Sure, there's a bit of spike towards the ending, but it is such an easy map to find misses on, even in the beginning. So it really depends on how comfortable you are with your aim. Well, he rolls for it. I'm not sure. He double rolls too. I'm not sure. Not sure what he's rolling for. Okay, he goes for the hard rock 1. So he does go for the more aimy bans, which I think is understandable. Perhaps it was between Nomad 1 and Hard Rock 1. Honestly, unfortunately, Hard Rock 1 is such a banger and it's such a cool map. But I did get some feedback on perhaps the start of it was a bit too easy compared to the ending. So it was a lot more about like, oh, like if you hit the first the start or the first spike in the map, you were pretty fine and had a much better chance of winning the map. But I guess we won't. I guess we won't be finding out. And now we're going into Sobu's first pick, and hopefully we'll finally get this show started. And yeah, he goes into the tech map, the Nomad 4 Mine Chase. Slider heavy map. Little aim heavy, but mostly due to the sliders. If I remember correctly, I think you can cheese most of the sliders, though I don't think it's really necessary. The sliders are pretty straightforward, they're just really fast, and then there are a couple of sliders with slider ticks inside of them. But honestly, that shouldn't really be the problem for these players to hit that. So I don't think we'll be seeing any cheesing happening. But yeah, not a surprising pick here from Sobu. A really comfortable tech player. Comfortable with the sliders. It's going to be interesting to see how well Dever matches up against a player like Sobu on a tech or tech map like this. And the good locks has been set. And hopefully we'll get straight into it. And there it is. The first map between these two players, the Nomad 4. It is Sobu's map pick. And it's his first map pick, so surely he must be really comfortable on this map. Starting out with these really tense sliders, and honestly, it's not like it's gonna get any less tense throughout the map. Just get straight into it, and it's Dever with the first miss. Sobu still holding on. Dever. No, Sobu did actually finally traits it, and now it's Dever with a slight combo advantage. Not by a lot, and there it goes. Just as gone with. Oh, Jesus, never mind. Dever with another miss. Sobu now holding on to the combo advantage, though. He does find the double miss. Misses going back and forth here as Dever finds another miss, so it's honestly still pretty close. Sobu trading it. This map is so hard to hold combo on. It is only at around a 10k score lead right now for Sobu. Still a lot of chances for Dever to get back into this. But Dever finding a miss there, and Sobu now holding on to the combo. He is building a bit of an advantage, but it's mostly due to the accuracy advantage. You definitely see Dever or Sobu being a lot more comfortable on this, holding a nearly 3-4% higher than Dever. Yeah, right now, even though Sobu didn't find a break, he is pretty much running away with it. Hitting the halfway mark here of the map. What was a 10k score lead is now a 50k score lead. Dever really having to step it up here in the second half if he wants to get back into this map. Right now, both players pretty much holding the same combo. Dever will need to see Sobu find a miss here and then just hold on and cook through the ending, but he is not, as he finds a miss. It's gonna be really hard seeing Dever getting back into this. This map just so consistently difficult to hold combo on, as you can see with these really fast sliders. Very high tense map. Sobu of course finding a miss, but as Dever was holding the combo advantage, he just finds another miss. I don't think we've been seeing a lot of combos over 200, if any, from Dever. But yeah, no, going towards the very end here of the map, it is a solid win for Sobu. Solid, what, 50, 60, 70k score lead for Sobu? 60 to 70k. And actually Dever holding combo towards the very ending, but it was a bit too late for that. But fear not, Dever. This was Sobu's map pick. So it was to be expected that Sobu did have the advantage going into it. Dever actually ending up with the highest combo due to the very ending there. But now you can definitely see Sobu being a lot more comfortable on this just due to the accuracy. But Sobu will be taking home the first point. And now, Dever hopefully having a plan of his own. But surely he got some maps that he's like, yeah, this is a secured win for me. And honestly, you kind of want to pick those so you don't go into a potential point or break point. It's really, really mentally annoying when you go behind, like when you start being behind your opponent. And yeah, of course, yeah. The DT3, this is the speed map. I think it's 278 BPM tapping. And honestly, of course, you would think Dever has the advantage of this, and I do think he does. Definitely the better tapping player of the two, but Sobu shouldn't be underestimated. It is not consistent, or like, it's not stamina heavy. So I think Sobu definitely has a chance of getting combo going for him, but can he get the same accuracy as Dever? I don't think so. And I think that is what is really going to be helping out Dever in this map. Yeah, honestly, this is a map I think Dever would be able to get a really nice score on. So I'm really excited to see how well he performs in this. But the finger control on this higher BB, I think it might be able to catch Sobu off guard. Well, not off guard necessarily. I hope he has been practicing it, but I think he will be struggling a bit more on the finger control, where we'll see Dever being a lot more comfortable. It's getting straight into it. Actually, Dever struggling a little bit with the accuracy, but you know, just getting into the map most likely. Accuracy difference, not too different. Oh. Dever actually, yeah, with the first miss. Was an early miss though. Oh my god, finding more misses. I don't think this is what Dever really was hoping for. And again, yeah, we are seeing Sobu holding combo. It's pretty much what I said, you know, sure, he's going to be struggling a little bit on the accuracy, but he can definitely hold combo on this map. Dever not finding any combo. Oh my god, he is completely mis-aiming. Is nerves coming into play here for Dever? Oh, Dever, he cannot be happy about this. Sobu, though, did finally find a miss, has to be mentioned, but we're almost halfway into the map, and we're gonna need to see Dever pulling himself together and honestly just pop off on the second half of this map. He's gonna need that hack or combo pretty much the same right now. We're gonna need to see a miss from Sobu if Dever needs. Oh god, but unfortunately it's actually Dever finding the miss. But Sobu does trade it. But it is already a 40k score lead right now for Sobu. It's not over yet. Accuracy, slight advantage for Dever. But very much the same, but Dever is just finding misses on nothing. Oh god. Oh, he cannot be happy about this. There is no way. This being his first map pick, I think the pressure is really getting to him. There's a quarter left. It is still only a 40k score lead right now. There is still a slight chance if Dever just pulls himself together, but someone does have the combo advantage. I don't know. Sobu is just not missing. I think it might be too late. He's building slightly on the advantage right now. The side of Sobu. I do believe this is going to end up being a breakpoint. Dever, though, finally seems to have found himself in this map, but it's just a little bit too late, and he does find another miss. And honestly, so unfortunate to see. Like, he looks very comfortable on it, and it just seems like his aim is like maybe shaking a little bit off. But it's going to be a 50k score lead for Sobu, and he's going to take this breakpoint home, and he's going to make the scoreline 2-0. And that's not how I think they wanted to start out this match. What should have been his map, honestly, and just going that bad. He does end up getting an A score. He did have the better accuracy, but I think that start just hurt him a little bit too much. Sobu were just managing to combo throughout the start, and Dever seemed a little bit under the pressure. Not getting any combo. Though it did look like he was finding himself towards the ending. And hopefully he'll keep playing a bit more comfortable going into the match. But we are going to go back to Sobu's map pick here. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see some more technical map picks. Potentially the Hard Rock 3. I don't think he wants to go into the hits. I think he'll let Sobu go into that. Noah 1 could be a potential too, but honestly, I think these players probably think it's a bit RNG and probably gonna be one of the later picks if we get that far, hopefully. There's the DT3 as well, the DT alt map. It is around 220 BPM, but it's not stamina heavy, so it's not something that should be scaring Sobu too much. And yeah, he does go into the more technical pick, the Hard Rock 3. Black Glass by Machine Girl. I think this map was actually recommended to me by Pablo, none other. A really sick map, an absolutely banger. Had to get it in there. A really difficult map. But it is on the lower end of the BPM, you know, we've just been watching 278 finger control. Now they have to slow down a little bit, nearly slow down by 100 BPM. But this map, you know, it's really gonna come down to your aim control on some of these patterns. Getting straight into it is Sobu's second map pick. Definitely think he has the advantage on this map. But surely Deva woke up from losing his own first map pick here, and he's gonna be looking to get a breakpoint. Getting it early would be nice, I think. Sobu actually did find a miss there at the very start. Not gonna matter as much. Yeah, both players looking really comfortable right now. Actually, Sobu finding the second miss. It's actually Deva right now looking to roll away with it, but he does finally trade it, getting some misses there. But the accuracy on the side of Deva is looking so much better than Sobu right now. Maybe they just have to get into the flow of things. It is quite a difference in tabbing compared to their previous map. And yeah, right now accuracy advantage is actually on the side of Sobu. So Sobu does find a miss, but Deva just trades it. And it's actually a 10k score lead right now for Sobu. Combo pretty much the same right now for both players. Accuracy almost the same as well. Deva not far behind Sobu right now. It's only a, oh god. Oh my god, so Deva finding, oh god, both players finding chain misses on these cruel patterns where, you know, your aim control is really gonna come into play. And honestly, I think that section hurt Deva a lot more than Sobu. Deva now sitting on an 89% accuracy, Sobu back to 93, well, tried to. And just after that section, it is, I didn't even realize, but it is a 90k score lead right now almost for Sobu. So towards the very ending, he will be taking it home. Looking a bit dangerous, looking at the score. It is 3-0 right now in favor of Sobu. Quite different thinking at the previous map, whereas Deva was looking bad at the beginning, but here he was looking really good at the beginning, but then just collapsed in the second half. And we have a little replay here of just both players kind of collapsing. Sobu hitting it for a bit longer than Deva, but then also just starts trading all the misses. But Sobu definitely coming out of that section a lot better than Deva. That's pretty much what made all the difference in that map. And Deva going into the gimmick map now, the Nomad 6. Rating heavy, finger, control-y, rhythm, paces, changes. I don't know what you call this. I don't play gimmick, but it was recommended to me by probably one of the better gimmick players in Denmark, none other than Stealth. So, you know, I was trusting his judgment when he said this would probably be a decent challenge for these players. Yeah, nice of Basil pointing out the recap. It's something Paula has been working on, and I think it's really cool. Something we can use to show where players collapse or like where players manage to pop off, and I think it's a really cool feature. Honestly, something that more tournaments should be doing on streams. I think it adds a lot of nice extra like niche content. But yeah, no, getting into Nomad 6. Actually, they were finding some early misses here at the start. Having to get into the flow of things. Sobu does finally trade it. Both players trading right now. Dever did manage to get a nice combo there though. Accuracy pretty much the same. Both players looking pretty much on the same level on this map. So this map might actually get a bit close. Both players trading on that exact pattern. Oh, I think Dever got some more. Oh, I think it was Sobu getting some more misses, but Dever trading, not trading, finding a miss. Sobu trading it though, and Dever trading it back. Both players not really able to get any combo going, and it's really hard to blame them. This map is so difficult to read. Dever finding a lot of misses right now. But Sobu does trade it. The score going left and right cannot decide on who is going to be winning this map so far. It is Sobu right now with a slight accuracy advantage, but he does find some misses now, and the lead is going to go straight back to Dever, but Dever trades it. Right now only a 2k score lead for Dever, and it can go south immediately as he finds a miss and multiple misses, and now Sobu taking the lead. Oh, but he does find a chain miss of his own, and Dever does trade it. But just getting multiple misses can really hurt when the score difference is only sitting around 5 to 10k. Both players just keep trading misses. Not in the same patterns, different patterns, but all of these patterns are really difficult to be consistent on. But it is now Dever with the accuracy advantage. Oh, never mind, it's pretty much the same now. It is only a 1k score lead for Sobu, but Dever finding a lot of misses there. Gonna give him a 3k score lead. So Dever was looking to take the lead for just a slight second there, but both players missing on the same pattern there. But it is in Dever's favor right now, but oh, he's finding multiple misses and Sobu is hitting the pattern, so now it is a 3k score lead for Sobu. Quarter left on this map, and Dever is taking the lead. Oh god, I was gonna say combo looking the same, but both players trading on the exact same pattern. These players so equal on the reading. It is a 7k score lead right now for Dever. He cannot afford to get all these misses he's getting. Oh my god, he keeps getting misses, and Sobu is actually hitting these patterns now. He's absolutely stepping up now, but he does finally find a miss. It is only a 3k score lead right now for Sobu. It can go sideways on the very ending, but it doesn't. Oh my god, that was so much back and forth. But Sobu will manage to take it home with a 4k score lead, about 5k score lead towards the very end, and he will be making the score 4-0, unfortunately for Dever. And that is such unfortunate because that's another break point. I'm not sure if Dever expected to perform better on this map. But yeah, no, looking at this replay, you can just see the score. It's so close, but unfortunately, Sobu just managed to step up where he really needed to. And yeah, managing to hit the ending just well enough to take it home. But that combo, Sobu managed to get at the end where Dever found a couple of misses. It's what really did it. And Dever, it's not looking good for him. He really got a... This really got a sore. Losing both of your first map picks, like, that's not how you want to see this go. And like right now, you know, he must be terrifying of this going to be a sweep, because I'm terrified of that. So if I'm terrified of that, he must be terrified as well. And Sobu, you know, having a 4-0 score lead, I think, you know, he's definitely more of like a momentum confidence player. So him being in the lead like this, I think he must be feeling really good, and I think that's only going to be helping him with his nerves going in to the rest of this match. Unless Dever somehow manage to bring it back, and he's going to need to. But yeah, no. Sobu takes the Hard Rock 2, the small circles, not 6.5, I think this is like 7.5, something around there. But honestly, I'm not sure. Like, I played this map, and sure, it seems difficult to get combo on it. You can pretty much just miss on anything when the circles are so small. But I don't think this will necessarily be a too difficult map for these guys. I think we will be seeing some higher accuracy, some potential higher scores. Not too sure how comfortable either of these players are when the circle size gets smaller than 6.5. But I honestly think there might be some good chances for a breakpoint here for Dever. Double pick? I don't know. Are we allowing double picks? I'm actually not quite sure. That's out of my jurisdiction. I don't do the rules here. But the ref has said so, and I believe we're just gonna roll with it. So I guess we are not able to do double picks. But yeah, no, because Sobu did pick the hard rock free, so he's not allowed to also go ahead and pick the hard rock too. And VIP fell cheering for Dever. That's sick. You know, I think Dever is definitely gonna need some people to cheer him on right now. I'm seeing a lot of Sobu fanboying happening, and it's hard to blame the people for doing so. Sobu is an amazing player. He has been carrying Denmark in OWC. I know a lot of people are cheering for him. Also, whenever Erdog begins, you know, a lot of people cheers for him to win against Pablo. Unfortunately, that just hasn't happened, but Sobu, a likable player to say the least. Oh, we're going into the hidden one instead. Angels Crying. This is your alternating aim, a bit more unconventional. Can be really easy to misread or just miss aim on this map. But I think this is something, maybe it does spike a little bit towards the ending as well. But I think due to the unconventional patterns of the aim, you know, you can easily find misses throughout the entirety of the map. But yeah, Angels Crying, an absolute banger. And so happy it's being played. We're gonna seeing a lot of these tribbles and those, I don't even know what you call those, flow patterns? But they're a bit spaced, so it's a bit aiming. But both players looking really comfortable. Sobu holding the 99 ag at the very beginning, but things can change quickly. Map hasn't really started yet. Dever is building back up the accuracy, but we're gonna go into the first key eye section here, and this is where players might start missing. Both players hitting that pattern. That's a good start. Honestly, both players looking incredible comfortable on this. Oh, but it is Dever finding the first miss, but Sobu does trade it immediately. No early advantage, but Dever on the shorter end of the stick finding more misses, but again, Sobu does trade it, but he's still holding the 99% accuracy, giving him the 20k score lead right now. Both players hitting the square. Now getting into some back and forths. Both players reading that. Damn, the accuracy looking so good from Sobu. Dever is gonna pray for a shit miss from Sobu here. Not necessarily impossible, but accuracy doing all the work for Sobu right now. It is still close. Any shit misses from Sobu would be devastating. But going into the second key eye section, perhaps Dever can hold on this time around, but he doesn't. He does find the first miss, and then this time around we are seeing Sobu holding on to the combo. We're seeing more misses from Dever, and Sobu absolutely popping off in this second key eye section. Oh, but he does find a slider break, unfortunately. Dever, though, he's not managing to hold any combo, and that big combo from Sobu has really brought the lead to his side. He's still holding a 99% accuracy going into the last quarter section of this map. And this map doesn't get any easier. I don't want to say it's a done deal. Dever can definitely step up to the occasion here. Just has to absolutely pop off towards the ending. Oh, uh-oh. Did he That's interesting. Well, I guess we'll just be seeing Sobu hopefully pop off at the ending here. I'm not sure what happened to Dever. Hopefully not a rage quit. That would be a shame. But Sobu, honestly popping off in this map, does find a lot of misses towards the ending here, and it is such a difficult ending. But it does go hard. He does go from a nice... Oh god, the chain misses. Honestly, so Dever, if you didn't quit, maybe you would have been fine. But honestly, Dever is a younger player. Mental is a bit more difficult for younger players, you know, they want to win, and when it's not looking too good, you know, it's hard to find the motivation to keep going. Well, I'm not sure if he's going to join back, I hope so. It would be a shame if he doesn't. Oh, okay, we see Dever here in the chat. That is all good, man. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. But a really good score here from Sobu, almost managing to get 400k. Getting a lot of misses there towards the ending. I think he did lose the patterns a little bit. Yeah, we get to see here. Sobu managing to get that 500 combo going into the second KI section. Or are we going to be seeing when Dever quit? Yeah, no, Dever getting a lot of misses and then just fades away. Snaps into oblivion. But he is back. He is back, snapped back into reality. That's great. Because it is his map pick now, and my god, does he have a big load of work ahead of him if he wants to get back into this match. Sobu 3 points away from winning this match, and I'm sure Dever doesn't want this to be a sweep. There is still DT2, it is 255 BPM. I think something that is up Dever's alley. And honestly, a big banger. And I think there is some big pub-off potential on that map from these players. Honestly, I want to see all of these maps being played. Nomad 1, Nomad 2, absolutely bangers as well. Really difficult maps. Those who know. Those who know. Fuck. Am I unaware? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Dever. Thank you. Honestly, a Hard Rock 4 alternate aim, or no, alternating speed map. I'm not gonna try and pronounce it. Dinos Advento. Such a difficult map. Do remember back when it actually got ranked. Absolutely sick map. Honestly, that's probably years ago now. Such an unk. This map, I think it's going to be a really great challenge for these guys. I think there's definitely some potential for these players to get combo. There's not enough stamina for, I think, Sobu to really being caught off guard on that regard. But I do think, again, Dever should be the more comfortable player at this BPM range. But it is Hard Rock, and so far, you know, it's been Sobu picking into the Hard Rock. He did try to pick Hard Rock 2 as well, but cannot double pick. But it is Dever now going into Hard Rock. Dever finding 3 early misses. Not what you want to see. On the diamond jump, I believe. Oh, and he's finding more misses. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Sobu, you can't, like, honestly, you cannot afford to find early misses against Sobu. Sobu is just such a consistent player, and you know, like, you'll just find combo wherever he needs to, especially at the start. Dever has managed to get some combo, I was gonna say, but I think he did manage to get a slider break there, very unfortunately. Accuracy pretty much equal right now. And, you know, that's accounting for the misses Dever has gotten as well, so he's definitely the more comfortable tabbing player on this BPM. But so, he's just holding the combo, and like, why do you need accuracy when you can get the combo? But there it goes from Sobu. And Dever is holding on to a decent combo right now. Definitely plenty of chances to get back into this one. Can't afford any more shit misses, Dever. It's time to pub off. You got the accuracy. Now you just need the consistency. few more aims patterns here. Looking very comfortable on them. Never finding himself. But how well he's gonna hold on into the first Ki section. Both players holding combo right now. Sobu. Oh no! Never! No! You can't do that! It was too early! And Sobu is now holding on to a nice fat combo. Oh, never. No more misses, please. And Sobu does actually find a chain miss. It's not over yet. It's only a 30k score lead. But is it too late if Dever keeps finding misses like that? I don't know. Both players missing on that last jump on the Ki section. Halfway through the map, it is a 30-something K score lead for Sobu right now. We've definitely seen Dever able to hold combo. And now there's a little break here. Dever will see that he is behind and he will have to step up. And will he step up? Surely. A quarter left. Not entirely impossible. Sobu can collapse. It has been seen. Combo pretty much the same. Pretty sure it's exactly the same. Slightly accuracy advantage for Dever right now. Can help him going into the very ending. But we will need to see a miss from Sobu and it's just not happening. Going, oh no, Dever missing. So close to it, or such a close miss on that pattern, or node I should say, but it is unfortunately over. Even going into this second section here. Section I think. Who knows? But Sobu absolutely just, yeah, popping off, showing the consistency. It's really shining through right now. Again, managing to get a combo of 600. Holding towards the very ending. Honestly, almost managing to get towards the 500k score. And will be a 100k score lead at the very end for Sobu, managing to hold on to that really nice combo into the ending. You can really see, like, yeah, like Sobu getting like twice the amount of hundreds, really showing that Dever is so much more comfortable on this BPM, but Dever just getting more than twice the amount of misses. Yeah, you can see Sobu just holding the combo towards the very ending. Really great consistency from Sobu and is, again, just what's pulling him through. Sure, getting a lot of hundreds on the burst, but no misses. And that's what really matters at the end of the day. Oh boy, it's not looking good here. It is gonna be Sobu's map pick now, and he's gonna be looking to make it to match point. Oh, Dever can't be happy about this result. Yeah, surely no sweep. Surely no sweep. Oh, yes, please store best, please. No store best. Not yet, unfortunately, basic. No store best this time around. But yeah, of course, not too surprising. So we're now going into the Hard Rock 2. He wasn't allowed to previously, but he is going into it now. It is circle size 7.5, I believe. A little bit more on the aiming side. But still really need that aim control to get any combo on this map. We're getting straight into it. Sobu, if he wins this one, will already be on match point. And Dever needs to win. If it happens, he needs to win the next 7 maps. But surely. Jesus, these circles are so small I can barely even see it on the screen. My god. Dever finding the first miss. Cannot afford it. He ain't got more credit on his card, but Sobu does actually trade it. But I think Dever found it the same miss actually? Question mark? So right now, that first miss coming from Dever is pretty much what's biting him in the ass. And another miss from Dever. Sobu is holding on to the combo right now, and any combo you can get on this map is very important. It's so easy to miss aim these very small circles, and as said, Sobu does find one. But Dever does trade it. Oh no, no, Dever, don't give up. You're still in it, you're still in it, you're still in it. It's not over yet, come on. Pull yourself together, you got this. It's alright. It's gonna be fine. This is Sobu's map pick. You can do the 7-map comeback, you know, I believe. You just can't lose yourself right now. You gotta fix your mental, get back into it. You are a capable player. I've seen you play tournaments before. I've seen you pop off before. You have a high skill ceiling. You just have to really get your mental into the game. Sobu does finally find a miss though, but there's a quarter left in this map, and it's hard to see Dever coming back into this map, especially looking at that mental breakdown, but it happens. After this map, you know, Dever, relax a little bit, consider your next map, and then lock the fuck in. It's not over yet. Sobu though looking very comfortable on this map, has to be said. He is gonna be taking almost a 400k on this. Maybe he's actually gonna get to the 400k, and he is. Very solid play here from Sobu. Dever, unfortunately, losing himself in the half section of that map. Really didn't look happy. And honestly, being swept is never a nice feeling. And being down already that many points, you know, it just feels like an uphill battle that is impossible to win. And there it is, the DT2, and I don't think that's a bad map pick whatsoever for Dever. 255 BPM, right up his alley. A bit more stamina heavy, but I don't think the stamina will be a problem for Sobu. I learned something new, and I think it might be called fake stamina. I might be wrong. But a lot of burst, a lot of finger control on the 255 BPM. I think some of these, there are some really fast reverse sliders that you can easily find some slider breaks on. Yeah, if only if number 5 wasn't banned, I agree, Pill. I would have loved to see that map. But potentially the last map here, surely not. Dever's map pick. It's time to step up, it's time to lock in, it is time to show that Sobu, even though he's a very, very solid and good player, he's not that much better than you, Dever. Come on. You got this one. Now getting into the faster sections of the map. It's a little bit of an intro, but now the map really starts kicking off. It is actually Sobu with the 99% accuracy. Both players hitting that back and forth section. Both players holding combo now. I'd like to see this from Dever. No early misses this time around. No, Sobu is also holding on. Actually really close so far. It is actually Sobu with a slide combo, or not combo, accuracy advantage, which is keeping him in the lead. No! Oh, Dever, you can't miss on that. Oh, that's such an unfortunate miss. It is Sobu still holding on. A quarter into the map. Oh, this is just so painful. Sobu, he needs to miss. But it's not coming, and there it is. Dever is hitting that section. Oh, you cannot afford another miss. Sure, there's still more than half of the map left. Still plenty of chances for Dever to just absolutely log in. I keep saying log in because I wanted to log in. I wanted to win at least 1 point. Dever missing on the triples. And it's again Sobu with a big combo advantage here. Looking to run away with the score. Still half of the map left, but we are gonna need to see a miss from Sobu, and we need to see it soon. But it's just not coming. And there it is, but Dever does trade it. KI section is so brutal. So difficult to hold on to the combo. But so far, Sobu has managed to hold on the combo throughout the, I wouldn't say slower section, but honestly, it's just pretty much difficult throughout. But I suppose these are the slower sections compared to the Ki. Dever is holding the same combo, but with Sobu being in the lead, he's gonna need to see a miss from Sobu. And there it is. And Dever is actually holding on to the combo now. Can he hold it? There's quarter left. If he somehow just managed to hold on to the combo deep into the last quarter section, I think there might actually, there's definitely a chance. I did not even look at the accuracy advantage for Dever. It's definitely pulling through right now. And Dever is actually taking the lead and he's holding on to the combo. What was, nah, you're kidding me. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. That didn't just happen. Dever was holding up. There's no way. There's actually no fucking way. He was holding on to the combo. He had taken the lead. There. Oh, that is so unfortunate. I can't believe it. That is so sad. He was actually popping off and then accidentally, I hope, quits again. Oh, that is so sad. Sobu though is actually popping off right now. He's actually holding combo though. Doesn't matter though. Unfortunately, we wouldn't have known how far Dever would have held on to that combo. And honestly, it was looking so good that it might have been enough. Oh, there's no way. There's actually no way. How? I guess I'm just so sad. Look at this, Dever holding on to the combo. A really decent accuracy advantage, which I think really pulled him in the lead there early on, because Sobu has been the player to hold on the bigger combos throughout the start of the map into pretty much the halfway. But yeah, no, look, Dever just holding so well, and then just finding a miss. Oh, not a miss, sorry. I guess finding the escape button or whatever. Hopefully, I don't know if he's gonna come back and potentially they'll play the tiebreaker. It's a sick tiebreaker. I would love to see him play it, but nope. Sobu is gonna take this one 8-0. Unfortunately, I'm not sure what happened there at the end for Dever. I think that was actually his chance to get a win on the table, but it was not meant to be. And Sobu again, just showing absolute supremacy. Showing, honestly, like, it's hard to believe that Sobu loses to Pablo in the grand finals. Like, Sobu is just playing so well. Like, he's been playing against Melver, where he played extremely well on a really difficult pool. Played extremely well on a difficult pool again here against Dever. Sobu just showing so strong consistency on pretty much all type of maps and all type of skill sets, I should say. Really showing why he's probably the best tournament player in Denmark. Something that has also been stated by Pablo, that he thinks Sobu is the best tournament player in Denmark. But unfortunately, he just can't pull it off in the grand finals of Adog. Maybe a little bit too much pressure. I think Sobu really wants to win the Royal Danish Ocean Cup, and maybe the pressure just gets to his head. But fortunately for us, it seems like there's no pressure on him on these show matches, so he really just gets to pop off. So yeah, don't know if Dever's coming back for this. I guess Sobu will just play the tiebreaker. A little chance for him to just show off. I didn't realize it after I picked it, but I did actually look at the country leaderboard after I picked the pool. And actually, Sobu does have a really good score in this map already. So I guess we'll have a little bit of a Sobu show here. I think it's a 7 miss on this map from Sobu, which is absolutely insane. But yeah, little Sobu movement. But yeah, no, again, it was definitely shown that Dever has some really strong capabilities, and I really hope he's gonna get unbanned soon, so he can not only participate in ADOC but help pulling Damok through OWC. I'm just saying, if we can get Pablo, Sobu, and Dever on the OWC team or this year, to say, I think it's a good time to be a Danish supporter for sure. Man up! Watching Sobu play Palace of Melancholia, something like that. If you didn't hear it, it was a commission song in Corsairs 2021 category song. Makes absolutely bangers. And Sobu absolutely just popping off on it. But the really difficult section is towards the ending, and the more technical section here. It does really have a bit of everything. High BPM tapping, technical sections, alternating section. It's Sobu. It's just holding on to that combo. He might actually just beat his local scores on this. Gonna get into the more technical difficult. Oh god, okay, he does find a chain miss on that screen. Or burst, I should say, unfortunately. We're getting into this slide attack section here. Probably, honestly, easier for a player like of Sobu's caliber. But for a normal player like myself, these patterns here looks absolutely brutal. And he does find a slider break. Oh, I saw that cheese on that slider, Sobu. I saw that cheese on that slider. You knew that slider was coming. Honestly, he's playing really well on this so far. A little bit more tapping finger control-y section before going into the alternating section of this map. Honestly, it's just really aim heavy throughout. As a tiebreaker should be. Consistent, difficult. And soon gonna go into the alternating section. I feel like he's gonna hit the alternating section coming up. So my old player. And I keep forgetting this song, it's not yet. I'm tripping. He's finding a couple of misses though. And now the alternating section, these patterns are absolutely brutal. But they play so well. It does actually hit that very last alternating pattern. And now the build up for the ending. Really, how well can he play this ending? This ending is so brutal. And honestly, due to the patterns and the BPM, it actually kind of reading heavy too. Oh, did get a chain miss there. But yeah, he is on the combo. Hit the slider tick as well. But does find a miss there. Can he get to 300k though? 300k on this map, that would be absolutely sick. That's fine, I missed there unfortunately. Not gonna be reaching 300k. Getting into the very ending here. Almost 300k though. All that is left is pretty much just a little stream. But absolutely bang off the song. Do love my category songs. Usually they play so well in a game like Osu. Oh wait, no, he didn't get the 300k. What the hell? And he does at the ending. Well played to Sobu. One. Dever gets the point. Seems fair. 1 point for Dever at the end. Very nice. But yeah, no, that is gonna be it. And again, extremely well played to Sobu. Thanks. Glad the Sobu stepped up to the challenge and actually just decided to face off Dever, and I guess, you know, just showed why he is the absolute best tournament player in Denmark. Dever, definitely, still a very young player. I think he might be 17 now, I'm not entirely sure. But definitely a player with so much potential. He just needs to find that consistency. And when he finds that, you know, I think he can definitely become a consistent player like Sobu, and maybe challenge Sobu for that best tournament player in Denmark. But yeah, no, that is gonna be it, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Unfortunately, it was a sweep and never fun to watch, but it's always sick to watch these players go up against each other on really difficult matches like this and just pop off and show what they're capable of. I'm glad they did. So again, thank you to Sobu and Dever for playing this match. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Paul, for streaming for me, and thank you, Bill, for... I don't know. Actually, no. No thank you, Bill. No thanks for you. That's gonna be it. Congrats to Sobu. Congrats to Dever for unfortunately quitting. Bye-bye.